Right. This is it. This has to be it. Part 60. Pathfinder Kingmaker. Let's do this. Evindra. Thank you. Words cannot describe how happy I am to see you. It's the second time you've risked your life for my freedom. Plus, you've challenged my old enemy, an eldest whose name I won't dare say out loud. In gratitude for rescuing me and for his long-awaited defeat, I will provide you with all the help I possibly can. Thank you for saving my life. You've come once again to free Pitax, and my sword is at your service again. This time we are threatened not by a simple tyrant, but by a godlike monster from another world. I will fight for my city to the last drop of blood. Pitax has been freed. The chain that binds you to the curse is weakened, but your own freedom and our victory are not yet within grasp. Let's hurry to the capital. You must prepare for the next step. But first, tell me what became of my sister. How did our encounter end? Narissa's dead. Oh, I felt it, but I did not want to believe it until, well, there was hardly a way to destroy the spell that gripped her soul. Dying is probably better than living as a terrible caricature of your former self, an empty vessel in which the flame of your love has died. Thank you. It saddens me to think she's gone, but you did the right thing. Right then, enough talk, time to act. Awesome, so that quest is done. Getting some XP. We are getting out of here. No time. Go to the capital, rest once, then get back out there. Sounds like a plan. There's Jod. Okay. Oh, storyteller, I guess. I need rest. Let's go. Hey, Haxel is back, so. Right. We completed the Pitax quest. Let's look at the quest log. I've rested once, because if I rest too much, the game will lose. I've got 13 days and 9 hours to save the city. Flintlock Grassland. Oh, I did 3 out of 4 actually. Oh, that's pretty good. So we've got to go. I don't know where we got to go. Flintlock Grassland. Where's that? Is it Lamashtu's Shrine? Or is it Rossland? Might be going to the wrong place, I don't know. I just want to finish this game. By hook or by crook. And, yeah, then decide what to do, you know.
In due time.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
Barbarian archers.
I grant you death. Wasted.
Yes. smash our way. Whoa, hello. Oh, enemies behind us.
Their life ends here.
Form a line.
This will hurt. I do what I must.
Structure derby.
You've made your choice.
Hide from me.
Strike mine. Nowhere to run. I'm
Oh,
off.
no
Let's finish
giant.
them quick. So it comes to this. Most of all efficiency.
I got a feeling that this is not a part of the quest, but it's just random. Or maybe it will. Maybe it will come in handy. I'm doing this. Maybe it's just more filler.
Quest complete!
Oh no, there is a guy there. Natala Sertova. Oh. Oh. Oh, let's chat to Natala Sertova, shall we?
There you are. And as always, exactly where you are most needed. Not a minute early, not a minute late.
Gathering allies.
It's not easy to find a way through this sorcerous mist. But with your magic lantern, we can do it. Now go. We will follow you. I've heard reports of strange happenings in your land. Until then, Your Highness.
Well, I got 30,000 XP for doing that, so. I suppose that represents the whole Twice-Born Warlord chapter. Yeah, I'll loot all that stuff. It's probably worthless, but there you go. We've done Nervetes, we've done Varnhold, done Olegs. So there's 2 more places to visit. We might as well visit all of them. So we're going to be fighting some trolls next, I guess. Ba, 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 ba.
I'm there.
Oh, let's save as well. Also, let's just check the difficulty settings. I'm sure I switched it back to normal. And it is just playing like it's on story mode. Ah. It wasn't.
You should have run!
Just exposed.
Gift to you!
Nice. Make everyone immune to poison.
Serve as an example. I am your end! Something to be proud of.
Yeah, they've made it. Like, you know, the difficulty curve in this game is wild. And it swings backwards and forwards. Right, I mean, that's it.
Follow if you dare.
We just killed those things. Oh, that was the Shrine of the Mash too? I'm confused. So maybe I clicked the wrong thing.
I'm there.
So this is the Troll Bowl. See, the first few chapters of this game weren't just good. They were great. Right. So. These are branded trolls. Okay, some kobold assassins. Let's drop some fire on them.
This will hurt. This strike, my masterpiece. You should have run.
Did you like that? What? You did it?
But yeah, just for speed, I'm trying to do this as a. I find his body's horrible, especially the head, which literally cracked open. His brain is missing. Nice.
I'm off.
Hargolka. I have familiar steps of death, steps of evil, but I'm not afraid. I will look death in the eye once again. Trouble will stand. I cleaned this place out once. I'll just clean it again. Right, I'm going to go turn-based on this and hopefully you enjoy it.
I aim true.
But yeah, early game and other parts of this game are absolutely incredible. And the troll story was pretty good. Let's throw an acid bomb at those trolls. Excellent idea. Now they'll die. Oh, you hasted. Right. Well, two can play that game. Not a shaman down. Nice.
I grant you death.
Burn everything.
Let us strike at once.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they lost steam. This guy's got a lack of AoE. That's what I would say.
Let the attack commence.
Oh, Golk is down.
Cannot hide from me.
Oh, that guy's already dead. Right, okay. Finish him off with a bit of acid. There we go.
Do not hold back.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Nowhere to run.
Alright, they need position off with acid.
Onwards. Hurrah!
No fear.
May I see your entrails, please?
They're all dead. And here's the quest hand in. I think. Oh, it's just Zamus. Talk to Zamus. Gratitude for ending joy. Oh yeah, I let the spider live, I think. Somewhat like that. I don't understand how... Ah, there's loot. Nice. Always good.
Follow if you dare.
Bartholomew me was the scientist guy that I never saw.
I do what I must.
So is this place done? Yeah, it's all ticked. Right, let's go back to the capital then. Actually, have I done the Master's Shrine yet?
I'm there.
Yes, I have done this. Time's a wasting, Pete. Time's a wasting. I think once all those things are ticked, going back to the capital, showdown with the last boss in Tokyo, Little Tokyo. Jod. Maybe talk to Avindra. Okay, talk to Tristan. No?
In due time.
King Dude's from his dino, we don't have much time left. So what? Oh, here we go. Finally. Greetings, well, my darlings. You broke into Divine Patron's second edition just as I foretold, so you knew what was going to happen to us at the house at the time. I surmised. I led you by the hand through all your adventures in the Stolen Lands. I brought you to the Disk of the Eclipse. I made sure you arrived at just the right place where the magic of the First World would rid you of divine curse you suffered, so you may reunite. Aren't progenitors supposed to look after their offspring? And I am a very caring ancestor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll leave you to your destroyed kingdom and the insane Fey Lord who has seized it. Bye. Right. Oh. I've got a companion quest. Okay.
I'm always ready.
Do I really want to do a companion quest right now? I'm not sure I do. But Dolph. Right, we're going to Sorrow Flow. It's a decent film. We watched it in the G-Triple-B film night. It's decently bad, you know.
I'm off.
Strike when certain.
What you doing? Retreat. Yeah, soundtrack is pretty good. Oh, well, he's got a flaming sword, so I'm going to be changing that weapon shortly.
Stay behind me.
Just turn Facebook off.
Go.
Wrecked it. Wreck.
You've made your choice.
Watch us wreck the mic. Psych.
I am never wrong.
I crave for
I'm
adventure.
always ready.
So, potion of restoration. There we go.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
I need to put resist energy, fire.
Does anyone
Quickly.
require my counsel?
Protection from fire communal. Sounds like I'm in pain, but
Best of
it's
my
all been
abilities.
reduced to 0 by my buff.
A troop. So it comes to this. I still got it. My skills are absolute. Is the key to victory. A mere flesh wound. I'm I still
My
got
path
it.
at an end.
I do what I must. Never stop learning.
Dark.
Stand on the.
I'm up for an adventure.
Quadritium Turinos. Quadritium Turinos.
Follow if you dare.
the Arcanothane. Pulsating magical energy which so altered the area around the old Taldown Tower is particularly strong here, and it's easy to see why. Like a living heart pumping blood through its veins, a sparkling cloud of energy is floating above the ground. Oh, Meg, you came for us. Greetings. Our poor great-grandfather was upset. He wanted to resolve the matter quickly and without any fuss, but the herald didn't even want to talk to him, because I was waiting, and my wait is over. I've come for Canera and Kalika. That's no secret to me. Perhaps now that we're all together, we may discuss the delicate matter for which we are assembled. Herald, I'm aware that you brought Canera back to life, making her and her sister agree to some difficult conditions as payment for your gift of life, and both these conditions were You are very wrong, Alpha. Perhaps you have confused me with the lawgiver, the herald of Abadar. I do not take payment for my deeds and make no conditions. That is the lot of other gods and their servants, but not all seeing Nekis. I only heard Kalika's prayer and desired to help her. My lord and creator approved the decision. It seemed to him a curious magic experiment, a momentary amusement in the vastness of eternity. Alpha? The true name of forefather, interesting, even if I didn't know. What did your pact with Canera Kalika mean in that case? Told you, I simply wanted to help them. Certain energies and substances annihilate each other if placed in the same vessel, such are the spirits of Canera and Kalika. As long as they are together, they will continue to hurt each other, pulling each in different directions. Turn themselves to pieces. If I simply return Canera to life sooner or later, they would ruin each other as they did once before. But still I desire to help them. I drew upon the wisdom of Nethys, my lord and creator. He is double-edged, and its two sides are unbalanced. I thought the sisters might achieve this as well. And it seems I was not mistaken, although without your participation, this plan would never have worked. One wrong step and Kalika's heart would have been broken by the sacrifice of her friends, or Canera might have lost her faith in you and in her sister, if you decided to use her as living bait for the soul eater. The sisters would never have been able to find a common path. You led them along the razor's edge, keeping all in perfect balance. This universe is built so intricately, only all-seeing Nethys knows in advance all the consequences of all decisions, and the outcomes of countless timelines. Even I, his creation and herald, do not know so much. And every new discovery amazes me more and more. What I have seen watching you and these sisters is one such amazing discovery. More amazing still is that my lord and creator momentarily turned his gaze upon you. Nethys does not speak to his followers directly, nor reward their efforts or punish their negligence. But there is nothing to prevent me from presenting you a token of thanks for the insights into human nature which you have given me. You may live now as you wish. I see you've learned to find a balance, and you're able to carry on with your lives without driving each other into madness. Thank you, Herald, for this gift and for the new chance we've received. It's not enough to receive a gift, what matters is how you use it. But nonetheless, thank you. Such moving unanimity. It appears I should not even consider reclaiming my stolen property. Surely I shouldn't argue with the Herald of the most unpredictable god. And so, if you will excuse me, there are more important matters before me than dealing with the likes of you, devil, but don't even think about returning to my kingdom. I doubt Kingdom will exist for much longer. There's no sense in my return. It's a pity I failed to preserve my valuable investment. Instead, they would die with you, pointlessly and uselessly. But alas, such modest disappointments merely puncture the tedium of eternity. Farewell. I too will excuse myself. Many interesting things are happening here. I would stay and watch, but I do not wish to interfere any longer. What happens next is your story and yours alone. Farewell.
Do you think he will really leave us alone? What else could he do? If the Arcanothane were merely a powerful supernatural being, he might fight her. But to attack the herald of a god, especially one so unpredictable as Nethys, even so much as to oppose a decision she's made, that's not the smartest move. You followed us here, foregoing your own interests, enduring a curse and an attack on your kingdom. This is impressive. Canere is trying to say we are forever grateful. From now on, your grief is our grief, and your foe is our foe. Not because we need a patron, but because no one is dearer to us than you.
I'm not accepting you in my party, you suck. Bye. They don't really, they're pretty good, but I don't really understand how their class works. They're kineticists, which apparently is the most strongest class in the game. And there's a reason there's a reason that that companion quest is so late in the game, because they're DLC companions, and so they just tacked it on. Which might be why it wasn't doing anything until now. I got 13 days though. Who do I speak to? Oh, I got a vendor here. Let's just flog some stuff. Alright, so if you're a kineticist, you get some good stuff. If not, you're out of luck. Well, what am I supposed to do? Okay, I can just say I'm ready for the final battle, so let's rest then, and then I'll do a hard save. I see you are ready. You will make history this day. I'm ready for anything. To battle! Very well. So be it. Our main forces will march now for the city. Your Highness and I shall go with them. We will attempt to engage most of the apologies. Shadows and Answers King's minions. Look for me in the city if you need rest, and good luck. Okay, so it's not going to be a boss fight. It's going to be a slog. Oh. Oh, I see. It's like a slow procession of people fighting, going off to fight. I wish they could hurry up. I guess these are all the people that I've helped and encountered throughout the game. People that I spared, people that helped me and stuff. That'll be different according to what people have done. Let's go.
I do what I must.
Let's leave. So, we're fighting for the city. There's no way you can kill this Lantern King. He's like a god. So I'm already sort of assuming that, oh, more of these wild hunt people.
A good day.
Right, I can't remember how I did this before. Except acid bombs absolutely rip. I remember now. Delay poison communal, that's what it is. And then you cast Sinking Cloud on them and they can't do anything.
I'll
just have to resort to brute force.
Oh yeah, I remember. Spent 9 hours fighting these.
Cannot hide from me.
Onwards!
Aborane sendes.
Ah!
Um.
No fear!
Nowhere to run.
Stay behind me!
Aborane sendes.
Nice. So well and good, but the archers are running into the stinking cloud like silly people. And now they're fighting me.
Works differently.
Let us strike as one!
Sashani Savitur.
I aim true.
Do not falter!
I grant you death.
Here we go.
Your Highness, the Victor report. The
city is flooded with hostile First World creatures, and your allies are scattered. It all happened within minutes. We entered the gate and the ground split open. Some went up, some down, and all somehow in complete silence. There's almost no communication between the islands, so our forces are separated and uncoordinated. But we fight as best we can. Also...
Allow me to speak for myself, Sir Keston. Greetings, Your Highness. I humbly request you hear me out. I come from a duchy you probably haven't heard of, though it's only a day's journey from here. Many ages ago, it was destroyed by the fairy Nyrissa and turned into a grain of dust for the sorceress's cursed cup. I suppose you've guessed who I am, or rather, what I am. Warriors from all the fallen kingdoms were kept in the cup, and many return as half-mad shadows. I have returned as well. I am the shadow of Sir Warren Dagar. But unlike the other shadows, I have no desire to fight for those who slaughtered my ruler and my people. If you'd allow me, I would help you in your noble cause as best I can.
Do you really think you could fool me so easily? You're not a shadow from the cup.
I'm impressed with your sharp eyes and deep knowledge. Though you are not the first mortal to surprise me. And not the first to die by my sword. For the pleasure of the true king, the Lantern King.
Okay, so unexpected boss fight. And the first thing he does is he runs off and starts fighting a leopard.
Patricium Durios.
Die, die, die!
Minimosi Travisi.
I mean, what a wally.
Onwards!
And he's almost dead. John Carpenter and Phoebe Pye. That would be awesome.
You've made your choice. Maximum efficiency.
Did they add this stuff in?
I'm there.
Oh wow, there's the Lantern King down there, look at that. Joker. Buckler +5. Ah, there's a way across.
This will be quick.
Oh, it's a trap. Oh,
Cannot hide from me.
Sancioni Savitur.
wait, look. Okay.
Stay behind me!
So it comes to this.
Let us strike as one! Let the attack commence!
Oh!
I aim true.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Do not falter!
It's time to act. I still got it.
It's got to bleed.
I'll take care of it.
Give him a potion of lesser restoration.
A mere flesh wound. This spell works differently. I am never wrong. Keep your wits about you.
Shall we move? We shall move!
Quadritio Turinos.
Saved. Woman-ack indeed. The Wild Hunt. Tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff.
Good. Okay.
Onward!
Sacione Savitur.
Cannot hide from me.
More.
behind me!
Johnny Savitur.
Nowhere to run.
They have so much health. It's ridiculous.
Let us strike as one!
I aim true.
Do not falter! Onward!
Johnny Savitur.
I grant you death.
Stay behind me!
Johnny Savitur.
Okay.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
Heal yourself.
Esme, Axa, yes. Axa, yes. Esme, 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 Axa, yes. To victory!
Mm-mm-mm.
Cannot hide from me.
fight is won!
Bajani Savitur!
Immune to destruction.
Nowhere to run.
Do not falter!
No fear!
May I see your entrails, please?
Go on.
Good night.
I aim true.
Die.
Onward!
Strike!
Stay behind me!
Don't hold back!
Serve as an example.
I'm there.
Does anyone require my counsel?
Patricium Turinos! Patricium Turinos!
I do what I must.
Here.
It's time to act. Their life ends here.
You've made your choice.
We still got it. Could this happen?
Let us strike as one! Slice! Behead!
This will hurt.
Victory is inevitable! Die, die, die!
So it comes to this.
Surprise!
quickly run back and rest. That was just fighting to get to the entrance of the capital, Kurt. That wasn't even like an important part of this chapter. I think I'm going to be going to bed before I finish this. This is the single most ridiculous thing ever. It says come and find me when you want to rest.
I'm off.
It's now saying you cannot rest here.
We should move.
The guy lied to me. Right, okay. Well, all I can do then is the fact that I've got 15 of these silly potions. Might as well use all the potions up.
I need to concentrate.
How many pets do it? It's just a dog. Let's get to the city and fight our way in.
We will prevail.
Right, main problem I got is I don't have I got a wand of stinking cloud. Let's hope that works.
Let the attack commence.
Retreat is always an option.
You should have run!
Right, well, that is ridiculous. As soon as I get in there, I'm attacked. Can't rest here.
My skills are absolute.
Turn base back on. Let's try the turn base so I don't get overrun in seconds.
dread you dead.
Finally. Right. Wand of Stinking Cloud.
Ona Adayana.
Stone Skin Communal.
Let us strike at once!
Modritium Turinos.
Cannot hide from me.
Nam, orma.
Allah, Soa, Taya.
Do not
No
overreact.
strike wasted.
Pashani Zavitur.
Nowhere to run. Ha! I still got it.
Arit, see, come. Onward!
True.
I'm out of bombs.
This will hurt.
Right, just critted him.
Stay behind me.
Pashani Zavitur.
I grant you death. You should have run!
Let us strike as one.
Rashani Sabitur!
Cannot hide from me.
Can we haste?
Arit, see, go.
Strike!
Do not falter.
Rashan Sabitur!
Nowhere to run.
Arit, see, go.
Inimosi Travisi!
Onward.
It's not over yet, but
Rashani Sabitur!
I aim true.
Arit, see, go.
Manishrim Sukino!
Stay behind me.
really got nothing.
Aborone Sentes!
Ah! Arit, see, go.
Ah, yes.
Don't hold back!
Fabrizio Turinos!
cast a spell, it can only be cast on himself. Selfish.
Pashani Savitur!
Is there wonder what lies beyond?
I still got it. This will hurt!
Do not falter! Ha!
Laboranes Sentes!
Oh, could this happen?
Onward! Ha!
Pashani Savitur!
This is unexpected.
Oh man.
Ah! Stay behind me! Let us strike as one! Do not falter! Ha! Onward!
Come on.
Ah!
It's just me, like my tank and my dog pet. It's all that's left alive at the moment.
Stay behind me!
I managed to survive that fight. That was rough. But, you know, I need to rest. Cannot rest here.
The road calls me. I'll take
Same
the
old
bait.
story.
Keep your wits about you.
Magritium Turinos! Magritium Turinos!
Got no spells left.
Magritium Turinos! Magritium Turinos! Magritium Turinos! Magritium Turinos! Magritium Turinos!
I am your shield.
In due time.
What is this? Fragment of the Apology. Let's chat to the storyteller. Your Highness, the artifact you just found is the utmost importance. It's a fragment of the accursed Apology goblet. Somewhere in the city, a few more still remain. If you can find and deliver these fragments to me, I'll try and destroy them this week in the power of the Anarchy. Oh, come on! This is taking the mick, isn't it? One between the creation and the creators is complicated, almost. Where to look? Might be anywhere. Give it to him. Okay, finds training. Right. Can you let me rest now? Like, honestly, like, this game challenges me to just give up. Can't rest here. I just can't rest.
I'm there.
The game mechanics require that when I run out of spells and stuff, I have to rest to regain them. I'm just chapter Jod. Nope. Keston. Pushing R doesn't rest. Cannot rest here.
I
Right.
do what I must.
Well then I'm just going to put it on story mode. Because I have reached a point of like the end of my interest.
To victory!
This will hurt.
Right, where is this thing? Wand of Stinking Cloud.
I still got it. Flesh wound.
mean, I just can't believe that we're in the final chapter of the game and they want me to do a fetch quest and find some pieces and items.
I'm off.
Hat of Mental Perfection +8. So that's great if I had any spells. Got a cool wizard hat now.
I'll cover my face. Flesh.
You should have run!
This game is so full of padding.
Their life ends here! No fear! In due time. Let's finish them quick. Maximum efficiency! Strike!
Stay behind me!
You should have run! Follow if you dare.
You made your choice.
Don't hold back! Strike! I'm there.
Hey, there's another fragment.
Ah, test of my abilities.
So it comes to this.
Don't hold back! Mere flesh This will hurt. I'll just have more brute force.
Cannot hide from me.
We crawl
Oh, there you go.
I do what I must. I am never wrong.
Patricium Turinos.
We should move.
Heal myself before I do anything else. Who's Kagar? Warmblood, go careful. Live metal stand in our way. Kill many longtail. So you know where the live metal came from? Came from a broken cup, but it come Warmblood shadow short in crown. Bush of hair on face. Melee shadow to us. See, they come from past and want return in kingdom. Bad when dead, shadows walk. They won't attack us. Longtail arrows kill Warmblood shadow. Metal very angry by this. Thank you for your warning. Find this. Gives me stone cutter. It's a hand axe construct thing. Right. So what he's saying is, in a minute I'm going to have to go and fight a load of golems. Because the game hasn't given me enough stuff to deal with already.
In due time.
It's trying to pad out the game. So much padding. They could have had like 3 meaningful fights here, little bosses or something that you had to think about. It's just wave upon wave of the same trash. I am keeping up the fun. There he is. There's adamantite golem.
Maximum efficiency!
That was a hard fight. Belt of physical perfection, +8. Very nice.
I'm there.
Is there anything else in here? Belt of physical perfection +8. Let's give that to our tank. Yes, now she has a ridiculous set of stats now. Save. Please let me rest. There we go, finally I'm rested. Nearly level 19.
follow.
Strike my masterpiece! This will serve as an example.
Let us strike as one!
You've made your choice.
There we go. 2 of them are leveled up. Level 19. So, fighter. What a stalwart defender. 6 get. Just defensive power. I don't think they're much of the defensive powers, to be honest. Let's go another point of fire. Persuasion, perception. Dreadful carnage. Greater fortitude, improved blind fight, iron will. Let's have higher will save. Level 19 sorcerer. So maybe it is possible to get level 20 in this game, but you've got to absolutely do every last thing. There's loads of side quests I didn't do. I don't want that. I might spellcaster. I don't summon anything, so it's not really good. Improved initiative. And then bloodline feat selection. Elemental focus. Combat casting, why not? Oh, do. Improved initiative. Now bloodline feat selection. Spell focus, combat casting, skill focus. Yes, combat casting, why not? I should get a new spell. Two new spells. Death Clutch. Energy Drain. Back in a moment. Bio Break. And I return. Let's make Ekon even tougher than he already was. Level 19. Perception. Stealth. Do I want to give him power attack? Do I want to give him... Does he have outflank? Doesn't. Let's just give us a hit point. So, level 19. I mean, it's like over 1 million hit point, over 1 million XP required for the next level. So I would hazard a guess that that is not accessible.
I do what I must.
Combat is adjourned.
Oh, it's a
You
trap.
son of run! This wound, gift to you! I am your end!
Does anyone require my counsel? Without a doubt.
How far away? Okay. 10,000 XP away. Give or take. Okay, fire's in the way.
True.
I'm gonna do this, Kurt. I'm gonna do this. And I realise now, sticking to normal mode and all that stuff,
Some efficiency.
well, it's pointless, really, isn't it?
In due, I grant you death.
Serve as a
Defend exposed. I'm off.
Right, there must be a way up there. Is there an athletics challenge or something I can pass to get up there?
I'm there.
Right, if I... Yeah, I've been there.
do what I must.
To arms!
Oh, there's the Jabberwocky. Right. There's another piece. Oh, now we've all leveled up. Composite longbow +5. How many more pieces of this thing am I supposed to get? Don't know. Level 19 cleric, here we go. What do I get that's so good? Longbow. Level 19 alchemist. Extra bombs. Always extra bombs. That's the problem with editing stuff with music, isn't it? We're all level 19 now.
Follow if you dare.
Right. Hopefully, we're just going to hand in a third fragment. This is the last one, fair so honest. With the third barriers around your castle will fall, lads are going to be waiting ready to give you an audience. Right. Let me rest then. Hold on. How long have we got? 12 hours. Yeah, got plenty of time. That's fine then. Let's just quickly sort my spells out. You level 9. You get level 9 bone shakers. We'll have that. And we'll have better heal mass. Actually, I'm gonna go with heal mass. Level 6. Right, Kurt. This actually is the final fight. Inns Annex. How do I... How do I get to where I want to go? I'm guessing I want to get in the castle. Do I do normal mode, real time with pause, actually think about the fight? Yeah, I think so. Right, Lantern King. Footsteps echo from ceiling in the ravaged throne room. The sound attracts the attention of an old Remus slouching on the steps of the throne. He looks up, shakes his head slightly as if displeased, but keeps silent. Nothing betrays the mask of deity in this henchman.
Words, words. How little value we attach to them, and how much they truly mean. But I've grown tired of words and prophecies. I will no longer predict chaos and death. Instead, I will show them to you, myself.
Oh, yes, the time has come! The time of fate and curses!
To victory!
Okay. Totally unprepared for this.
Esmo, Axe, yes.
Ona Adayana!
Yes. Nowhere to run.
So, it comes to this!
Become dust. That's quite some spell.
Onwards!
Let's do...
Could this happen? I aim true.
Patricium Turinos!
Stay behind me!
You dead.
Let us strike as one!
Go.
Disintegrate.
Cannot hide from me.
End of it all.
Do not falter!
Okay, I need some buff poison.
Yes.
Nowhere to run.
Oh wow, he's 204 hit points into death.
Sacioni Savitur.
Onward!
You don't seem to like my curses. Maybe I'll let my children better.
Let's shred them!
Round 1 complete.
Stay behind me!
Sacioni Savitur.
I grant you death.
Let us strike as one!
Sacioni Savitur.
Cannot hide from me.
Inimosi Bravisi.
Nowhere to run.
Boom, boom, boom. He's pretty low on health. I'm gonna. Chuck a couple of potions.
Onwards!
Stazioni Sabitur.
I aim true. The time for laughter has passed. It is the hour of hunting and chaos. Could this happen?
Right. It's 41 below. How many?
Good, you dead.
Is that it? You only swung once? Of course, they run away.
Stay behind me!
Patrizio Turinos.
Cannot hide from me. Ah!
Patrizio Turinos.
Nowhere to run. Ah!
not falter! Ah!
Oh boy.
Enough!
As soon as the Horn Hunter's body disappears in the fire, the destroyed throne room is flooded with light. The Lantern King in his true blazing form appears in the middle of the room. His furious mask is ringed by fire. The games have ended. Time freezes like resin, trapping you and the eldest in amber light, and this light grows brighter. The rays pass through you, pierce you, ruthlessly bearing your most intimate secrets, fears and desires. Something inside of you resonates with the light of the eldest. Your curse is like the splinter of an arrow that remains in the wound, a slow weapon crawling towards your heart. As soon as the rays touch it, it begins to heat up and then burns with intolerable pain. Magic King
Time
starts
for
talking.
masks is over. You risk challenging an eldest, and I accept the challenge. You will fight not a mere embodiment, but my true essence. This is my essence. I don't need magic or servile monsters to destroy you. Words are enough. Yes, words. I once told you, words spoken in the right time and place possess the power of the storm. You lightheartedly answer that you know what your power and essence are. Duty, and the desire to make the world a better place. I remember your answer. The world remembers it too. Your answer, your heart, your essence. Now, cursed King, I'm taking this part of your soul, as I took away Nerissa's ability to love. What you called your essence is yours no more.
Loyalty and duty to the people. Why did you imagine I've told you the true fact then, eldest and Mr. Van lies? Perhaps you're the only fool. Will 38. The words are nothing more than a wind. That's bluff. Succeeded at a bluff check. A wave of pain comes crashing down upon you. It says quickly, you cannot tell whether you were protected by your words or something more, the essence of your soul. But the attack of the eldest is parried.
Let us continue. We both wear a crown. But what do you want? A meager patch of land, a few thousand souls? My dominion is chaos and magic, madness and deceit. Your power is nothing compared to mine. And that is why you are helpless before me. You will take my every blow as a divine punishment, as something imminent.
I know enough about divinity to say that you are no deity. Don't try to scare me. You don't possess that sort of power. I know enough about magic and sorcery, so don't try to better me. All you are is the most treacherous monster I've ever had a chance to defeat. I failed.
You would insult me with this. This! I'm curious what you think of me, cursed king. Do you see me as a villain or a simple joker? In truth, well, I've never been able to conceive of the truth. Being an eldest means being one of the many strings that hold the world in place. Being an eldest means being such a vast and self-sufficient value that one's equals become strangers and one's inferiors are entirely insignificant. I am an eldest. Laughter, guile, transformation, that's what I am. Being what I am, I will let you feel a modicum of my loneliness. I will take away your pillar of strength.
Oh man. Having lost all support, you face the day alone. Silence hangs every other room, throne room. I won't allow such evil to happen, and being that what I am, I retrieve what's been taken from me. You don't have the right to take anything from the eldest, but I have the right to retrieve what's been taken unfairly. No, I won't allow it. Blind light flashed away, frightened like a living creature. The restraining metal of the curse cools. It still hurts, but the pain is no longer unbearable. You stand before the eldest, just before a blazing living star. It looks as if he's seeing you for the first time. Oh, the Magic King.
You can play with words. Let us see if you can withstand the heat of my fire. Time for words.
Fight time. Right. Heat of your fire. So I've got to fight this guy on my own with no party. Oh no, Lindsay's back. That hurt a lot.
Inimosi, Travis.
Right, I need to find a scroll of resist energy fire. Come on. Please work. I could do with a potion as well, it wouldn't hurt.
Ona Adayana.
Onwards!
Wow. That hurt. Acid?
I grant your death.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Stay behind me!
Cannot hide from me.
Ona Adayana.
Let us strike as one!
Nowhere to run.
No fear!
Do not falter! Ah!
Few have had the chance to see a star die. Spots of cold lifeless darkness cover the fiery form of the Mountain King, growing, devouring, with a dull moan settling to the ground in a cloud of cold black dust. But a moment later, right when the eldest crown is lay burning, another shining image is born. It grows, glowing, turning into a familiar silhouette wearing a crown. The Lantern King.
What a refreshing feeling. I don't remember sensing it for a dozen millennia. But what's next? How will you end this story? Listen, I know a good ending. Elegant and refined. The hero defeats a deity in battle. Impressed, he grants the victor power and immortality. The hero enters the chambers of the deity to become his champion and herald, eternal, powerful, equally glorified both in the First World and in Golarion. His kingdom healed from its wounds and flourished under the rule of the immortal champion. A beautiful ending, isn't it? And this legend is yours for the asking.
What will you ask in return for immortality, Eldest? And what exactly do you offer as a reward?
That is easy. I will return your kingdom to Golarion and strengthen its connection to the First World. In their homeland, the Fae can endlessly return to life. I will give to you the same gift. So long as you remain an enclave of the First World, death within its borders will never threaten you. As for the prize, I'm not offering you the position of a servant. Believe it or not, I am lonely. Divine power and immortality are a heavy burden. To accept it means losing all your friends and companions, but you can find allies and reliable assistance. This is what I'm looking for. A herald and a general with whom I can share eternity, and together we'll play 1,000 wonderful pranks and spread our power across the First World and further, much further.
I will not bow to your Eldest. Don't get your hopes up. Here's my offer. Lift the curse, return my kingdom to Golarion, and forget we exist, and I'll forget that you exist. After you speak, silence falls, deep as a chasm. Light pours from the eyes of the Lantern King's mask to the masks. To the mask of eternal care, though you do not mistake this for what lies behind it.
So be it. This performance has run its course. It would be unwise to continue. Besides, I have no love of dying, returning to life. My fellow eldest are very good at playing especially intricate pranks at that exact moment. You were cursed by my will. By my will, you are now freed from the curse. May the shackles be broken, fetters be loosened. What's been stolen will be returned. What's been divided will be made whole again. I say farewell, and release your kingdom to the material plane. Go, be glad of your ordinary mortal life, and forget the gods of the First World. Now they no longer concern you.
Alright. I think that is the end. Thank goodness for that.
Now that the eldest and other spiteful beings wouldn't be bothering us, the king returned to his subjects and celebrated the victory and the end of the kingdom's miseries with great fanfare. Everything gradually returned to normal, including our exciting lives. Not always peaceful, but also not troubled by invasions from another world. And little by little, our heroes and the common folk began to forget the sorrows of the past.
You know what I'm going to say now, don't you?
Quest complete! Ha ha ha!
Sadly, the numerous misfortunes that befell the king took their toll on the stolen lands.
Yeah.
Matters left to luck and
Backtrack.
state problems left unattended meant the stolen lands would remain a lawless realm. It turns out you can't be both a great hero and a successful ruler at the same time. Or the hero of this story couldn't, at least. The feud between Brevois North and South, which had been smoldering for ages, finally sparked the fires of civil war. Our troops lent aid to the forces of House Sertova, suffering terrible losses as they took the brunt of the damage from the Sword Lord's forces. The rebellion was soon crushed, and Jumanji Eldori was beheaded in Restov's central square. And for a long time, any hope of an independent Rostland died with her. Chandra Merve became an ambassador at our court once more. The arrogant old lady misses no chance to remind us that House Sertova considers us nothing more than vassals. The Tiger Lords never fully recovered from the damage Armont did to the tribe. Lacking a strong leader and torn by infighting, the barbarians sank into a short but fierce internal war. Their lands were quickly appropriated by neighboring tribes, and the Tiger Lords were scattered across Numeria and the River Kingdoms, little more than pitiful remnants of a once great tribe. Pitax almost returned to its former state, a joyful city filled with beers of dubious quality and deals of questionable legality. The old trade houses lost the crown, but they retrieved the property Iravetti had taken from them. Soon, Pitax became almost like a second capital in the kingdom, a thriving city through which rivers of money from across the region ran. Unfortunately, we get much less of this money than we would like. Governor Liachenza turned out to be helpless against widespread embezzlement. Amid chaos and fighting, Headmistress Gitaren managed to preserve the Academy of the Arts, though not its reputation. Only sycophants willing to dash off odes to the highest bidder, primarily our king, stayed to work and study under her tutelage. One could say the Academy still flourishes, though in the same way a pond covered with duckweed turns green on a sleepy summer day, slowly becoming a swamp. No one dreams of studying at the Academy anymore, but for those more concerned with reality than dreams, it will always have a comfortable room. Trolls and kobolds, two of the most savage native peoples living in the Gnarl Marches, were completely exterminated in the region.
Yes.
The forest paths became much
Quest
safer, and the
complete!
peasants' cattle have stopped going missing.
Yes.
After enduring so many storms and troubles, Varnhold eventually turned into a real city. Daring settlers decided to conquer the vast, wild expanses of Dunsword, and despite all odds, they succeeded. The modest colony that almost vanished at the hands of an ancient lich turned everything around to become a thriving city with lively river trading. Magar Varn didn't stay at the court for long. Having saved some seed money, he left service and organized a new Varnling host together with his general. And this new party of mercenaries has already helped our kingdom more than a few times.
That's cool, because Magar and the general was me playing that DLC side story.
Mites led by the warrior Queen Bada'a keep causing trouble in the vicinity of the old sycamore. They scare the fishers, hold centipede races, and drag anything they find lying about back to their caves. Clothes left out to dry, dog kennels, even anvils. When the king visits them, they seem to calm down, for about a day, sometimes even two. Oleg's trading post continues to thrive, attracting even more travelers. Much to its owner's displeasure, a small town is springing up around it. Despite Oleg's grumbling, he and his wife are well regarded by everyone, and Svetlana was even elected town chief.
Cool.
Jod and Keston, after surviving the bloom, remained loyal to the king they followed through thick and thin, and they continue to serve as court advisors to this day. The austere priest and the gloomy warrior regularly argue over the proper way to govern the state, as well as which of the two rulers should hear out first. Some things never change. Keston Gares took a post as chief of the kingdom's guard. The former heir to a noble family never returned to Brevoy, severing all ties to his kin. However, a few years after the victory over the First World, a girl arrived from Brevoy and soon married Keston. They say Keston started smiling a lot more after that. Jod remained loyal to the king to the end of his days, healing the sick and generously sharing his austere wisdom with anyone who wished to hear it, and some who didn't. Having fulfilled his duty to the ruler, Erastel's priest peacefully departed this world, surrounded by friends and disciples. Having participated in Lamashtu's ritual, Olika gave birth to a strong and healthy baby. Sadly, the child grew into an unruly and violent adolescent. Having maimed a peer at just 10 years of age, the boy escaped to the Gnarl Marches, fleeing the rage of a mob that tore his mother to pieces instead. No one knows what happened to the lad, but legends of Lamashtu's child, who sometimes kills lost travelers and sometimes leads them to safety, are passed on by word of mouth throughout the area.
So yeah, I let people go free with a dodgy baby. It's a weird story. Ugh.
Breinhardt became a loyal ally and trade partner of the kingdom, and Darvin himself had been seen as a frequent guest in the capital. The elegant monarch of the neighboring kingdom has broken many hearts at court. After his visits, many young guards and servants have been seen staring through windows, sighing wistfully about something. The lizard folk of the Longtail tribe returned to live on the shores of Candlemere, but they couldn't return to their ancient way of life. Living alongside people, the lizard folk adopted their behaviors, habits, and even religion. More and more of the Longtail tribe pray not to the spirits of their ancestors, but to Erastil or Gorum. They even began to forget their original language. I hope someone writes down their songs and legends before they all sink into oblivion. Evindra was glad to see the Lantern King's plans turn to dust. She spent some time helping restore the kingdom after the calamity, then returned home to the First World. They say the rebellious spirit of her cousin Nyrissa awoke within her as well. Evindra is said to recount our story to the Fae, encouraging them to question the power and might of the eldest. After the victory, the storyteller abandoned his affairs and began spending a lot of time alone in contemplation. He eventually bid farewell to the king and left his lands. But I suspect the inhabitants of Galarian haven't heard the last of this mysterious traveler, for his own story is hardly finished. We never saw Amiri again. Perhaps she got lost
Quest
somewhere in the
complete!
world. Or maybe she found her way back.
Good.
Who knows? I doubt that stubborn barbarian would just vanish without a trace. As for the Six Bears, they returned to the mountains, out to the farthest, wildest backwoods they could find, and lived there ruled by their primal laws. Valerie stayed to serve the king, but not for long. She soon laid down her weapon to start her own family. Valerie married a simple farmer and bore him 2 beautiful children. They settled away from the capital, where she was soon forgotten. Harren became famous, respected by dwarves throughout our kingdom as well as our neighbors, even as far as the 5 Kings Mountains. He's often been asked to help out or teach others, and he's never denied anyone, despite his grumbling. Some people even listen to his preaching. Lucky for us, there's a lot less howling about the end of the world now, and more wise words of moderation and humility. Not all of his disciples turned to Grotus, but everyone took away something useful from his teachings. Once the war was over, Tristan kept his promise to Sarenrae. In the middle of celebrating the king's victory, the priest suddenly disappeared in a flash of light, vanishing forever. I hope Sarenrae didn't take the Movonic Deva's memory, so her servant might still remember us and the Stolen Lands. Or if she did, I hope he was at least able to forget everything about the lands in which he endured so much suffering. After the war ended, Ekin hung up his bow on the wall and traded the path of the ranger in for the craft of the carpenter. It may not be the most heroic ending to a tragic story like his, but as Torag is my witness, Ekin's happy with it, as is Alina, who became his wife and is bearing his child. Any baby born into this family will be pretty lucky, since the king himself still visits his old friend and will likely become the child's patron. Jubilost returned to the life of a traveling explorer, frequently visiting his favorite kingdom. He said so himself. His famous work studying the First World all opened with a dedication to his longtime companion, the king. Sometimes, during Jubilost's performances, all kinds of chaos would break loose. Viewers turned into unicorns, or would be teleported to the top of a cliff. Later, Jubilost would be seen arguing fiercely with a pretty gnome named Ner. The arguments looked very sweet and intimate. As for Knock Knock, apologies, I mean Jester Knock Knock, he continued to be a great source of entertainment for the kingdom, both in and out of the throne room, sometimes even on purpose. His antics in the kingdom had an additional effect. Aside from bringing joy and amusement to the citizens, it also softened the common view of goblins. They even became welcome in the streets of the city, for a time. While he may not have become the hero he envisioned, Knock Knock did find himself and his inner strengths thanks to the king. If you should ever find yourself in the kingdom, be sure to seek him out. He'll gladly regale you with some new tale of adventure, one that will surely make you smile, whether our foolhardy, clumsy, well-intentioned goblin means to or not. Kalika remained in the kingdom, though her desire to witness the world's wonders keeps driving her to take long journeys. But when she is home, she spends much of her spare time with her sister. They don't quarrel anymore, and have stopped dragging each other into trouble. Canera settled down in the capital and became a very busy entrepreneur. It seems as though every hour is planned, meeting with rich merchants or inventors whose work she's promoting. But on her way home, she never fails to stop at the market to personally buy some sweets for her sister. Between Canera's business sense and Kalika's charm, they founded and successfully run not one, but 3 organizations. A trading house, a shelter for tiefling children, and a school of magic devoted to Nethys. Despite all the woes that befell the country, our king remains a strong leader. Many noble houses from neighboring lands wouldn't hesitate to be related to him, and they regularly send a variety of marriage proposals. As for myself, the author of this book, Lindsay, who never chose a pretty nickname, I stayed here, within my own book, to watch what happens in the kingdom and one day write this epilogue. I hope, O honored reader, that you learned something important from this story, or at least were entertained by it. And now that it's concluded, I have only to set the final period and go silent forever.
Quest completed!
I guess that's it. The achievement, the story's end, is done. I guess it's time for the credits. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, they didn't do the credits, it just goes to the main menu. That's a bit anticlimactic, isn't it? I'm not going to bother with the credits. I'm going to say that I'm glad it's over. And
Quest complete!
quest complete. And I'm glad it's over. I don't think I'll ever play that again. I think it's got some really good bits in it, but it's so full of padding. And I think without proper in-depth knowledge of the Pathfinder game system and all of the different stats and strengths and weaknesses of all the different enemies, it's a nightmare really sometimes. Apparently in the next game they've rectified a lot of these issues, made it a bit more accessible, but basically it was designed for people who wanted who knew Pathfinder, I suppose. Bonkers. I haven't decided what I'm going to play next. I was thinking Divinity Original Sin 2, Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, Celeste Crown of the Magister, or Tyranny. Those last two are shorter, much shorter. In fact, all of them are shorter than this, because this is got to be getting close to 140 hours now. So yeah. Yakuza. I mean, they say in-game 5 days, 13 hours, 35 minutes, but that's not quite accurate because I did some backtracking and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to go to bed now though, because it's well late, isn't it? But until next time, cheerio.
Quest complete! Quest complete!